This is so happening. This is it.
Are those gummies?
Oh,
Trail mix.
trail mix
mix.
too.
Spinach from Popeye.
That's the good stuff.
That's it?
He needs it. That's what he needs. We're excited because the boys of Midland are in studio with us today. Their third studio album is out. We got to talk about the title right off the bat because it's Greetings, the Last Resort From, and only Midland can get away with a title like that.
Yeah.
It's the last resort, greetings from.
Last
how you say it.
resort, greetings
colon.
from.
Colon.
Do you want me to say colon? That's part of it?
No, you don't, but I'm just
'Cause it
saying
feels
that's what
weird.
it is. Yeah. Well, it feels,
In
it's a
fact,
weird,
we would prefer you
We got it
don't.
back.
it's a weird album title, but why not? Keep it weird.
Okay, let's talk about the current single, Sunrise Tells the Story. What can you tell us about that song?
Yeah, the single is Feeling Great. Jess co-wrote it with Aaron Rattieri,
Yes.
who we took out on the road last year. He's an absolute gentleman. And
Jesse Alexander.
Love
Whom
her.
we love.
Yeah.
And she is just incredible.
yeah, we love the song. Turned out great in the studio, and it's kind of a different. I think it's like a new kind of color for Midland a little bit. So it feels good, and I think it really cuts across on the radio.
The cool thing is, though, it's true to your sound. It still sounds like something you guys would do. It's new and a little different, but it's not a complete departure from what we know you sound like, which thank goodness, because we know and love you as traditional sound. I know something that you said about it. You said country music that's pure, that draws on some of what's been left behind, but shouldn't be. That's kind of what you're saying about this
Who
whole
said that?
album. You said
I
that.
quoted
That's a
that?
good
Wow.
I
quote.
quoted
That's a
you.
Dang, good quote.
It was brilliant.
Wow.
I know. Cam, did you write that quote for him to read?
This is the first I've heard that genius blurb. It's great. He must have been well fed and caffeinated that day.
He was feeling himself when he
I
said
meanwhile
that.
am just like punch drunk. Do you have a Jolly Rancher or something?
Not yet.
My blood sugar is crashing.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like getting confused listening to people.
Oh God,
right now.
he's
Can get
maybe
you something.
you know
day.
what it is. Probably you're probably having a stroke.
Let's not say that.
Let's not put that into the
Not
universe.
say that.
We
We're
can
not
get you
saying that
something.
on the
Jeez.
Feels
What's
just
that
to be
over there?
safe.
Thank you. Sorry, you guys.
This is so happening. This is it.
Are those gummies?
Oh,
Trail mix.
trail
Oh,
mix
trail mix.
too. That's the good stuff.
That's it?
He needs it. That's what he needs. Okay, so Mark, you said that the album creates, quote, country music that's pure, that draws on some of what's been left behind, but shouldn't be.
Oh, I'm a little bit impressed.
It's a great quote.
Because it
I
really
had to look
does
twice.
sum up, I think, the way that we approach music as artists, as songwriters, and as producers as well. Like I think that we are constantly gleaning from different influences and different time periods, and I think our commonality is that I like to say that we just have, I think, really good taste in music, and I think all of our heroes had really good taste in music. I think it all comes down to like what your influences are personally, because I know for the three of us, we tend to look at music with a really similar filter as far as, you know, what we think is great and what we're trying to pursue and I guess capture in this band. And I think we've done that with every album, and I think every album is a continued evolution, which is only natural because the more you do something and the more time you spend with each other, like you really do kind of pick up a shorthand in the language. And but I do think that this album, The Last Resort, Greetings From, is perhaps the most dynamic look at what Midland's kind of capable of. It really does it's like a full spectrum album.
So Cam, let's see if your memory is better than Mark's. You've described the title track, The Last Resort, as a manifesto for the album. Can you explain?
Yeah, I think, it's the title track. And there is escapism in the fiction of, you know, a lot of these songs and these scenarios that, you know, have happened in some iteration but are not literal, you know. So I think we were really going for like a kind of Gulf and Western theme in the very beginning, and then it kind of just grew out of that, and there was a ton of other 90s and 80s references. And what we ended up shortlisting and recording for it, I think really offers a diverse collection of songs for sure. I can't say that they're all Gulf and Western themed, you know. It's not like listening to a Jimmy Buffett record. But and consequently, the album cover is shot in the desert. So there's many mixed signals
Mixed
here.
messages. We love mixed messages.
But I think originally when we were putting everything together, we were actually creating a kind of like a concept album art and idea behind The Last Resort, as if that we had control of this defunct hotel, you know, that we were the bar band in the tiki lounge and these are the songs that we would play for you. And it's all in the spirit of like, you know, secondhand luxury, you know, and that's kind of our motif in general, you know.
It's like a soundtrack.
That's a good term, secondhand
Ooh.
luxury.
Yeah.
Secondhand
Oh,
luxury.
if you guys write that, we get a third because we're in the room.
Sweet.
Yeah, we were here.
Boy.
Nice.
Oh no.
See, we're over here trying to like
Look.
sow seeds of
Cool.
songs.
It's crazy what a couple peanuts
Like, ooh, yeah,
and
see,
a
that's
raisin will
good.
do for your
Yeah.
brain.
I mean, we saved your life
This guy's
today.
Well, I'm
Back in-
seeing like the Matrix right now, man. It's crazy.
Hey, can I get some of those
Yes,
peanuts?
It's magic.
What the hell's in that stuff now, right?
Magic. It's
She's like,
absolutely
"4 more
magic.
So we're practically family. You guys have an Amazon Music podcast as well.
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about
Set it straight. Myths. Wait, hold on. Set it straight. Myths and legends with the boys from Midland on Amazon Music.
The commercial's great. Every time I hear it come on, I'm like,
What's the
this is
commercial?
good.
Yeah.
We
Is
gotta
there a
listen to
commercial?
it. Yeah,
I've never heard
You
it.
haven't heard your own commercials?
It's great.
No,
Okay.
you know,
They're out there.
but we had a blast doing that. You know, that came out of again, kind of just being on the road and
We used to do it on the road.
telling stories and being kind of music historians, you know, and wanting to know more about these crazy stories that we had heard. And, you know, is it too crazy to be true? You know, and that's where it kind of started, was like, is this stuff real? You know, did somebody really steal somebody's body and take it out to, you know, Graham Parsons' body and set it on fire per his request on a like a handshake that they made? You know, did Garth Brooks really hold his need
Bodily
to
fluids.
urinate for 23 hours to do a pet or a fan signing for 23 hours straight? You know, you hear this stuff, you're like, come on, that's not real. But then we came up with the idea is like, hey, we could do a podcast and we could have our heroes and have all these legends have to speak to us, you know, and come on. So it ended up becoming just like three fans having, you know, guys like Matthew McConaughey or getting to talk to Winona Judd, you know, and ask her stories. And, you know, you just kind of, you felt like your 13-year-old, you know, little fanboy self. You know, it was such a blast to do it. So, and I think we were pretty good.
Love
at
the
it.
concept.
The,
It's awesome.
the McConaughey episode is my favorite.
Yeah. She wants
That-
to know about
Ours was
any
our favorite, too.
McConaughey.
He is like
Inside
he's
scoop.
I
so-
legitimately
he's so
am
freaking
obsessed.
cool.
Yeah, he is. He's
Yeah,
incredible.
he's just like he's just. Oh, it seems like he's always the McConaughey. Yeah, I really loved. I loved that we all read his book, Green Lights. And if you guys haven't read it, actually,
I listened to the audiobook.
Yeah,
It's
I listened to
incredible.
it too. I loved
Best
it.
way.
It's such a good book,
Yeah.
and it's such a fascinating. Like, I definitely want my kids to read that because it's, you know, with that perspective and the elevation. Looking back, it all seems like it's chaos, but you know, when you're able to look back at it, you see that there's a rhyme and reason.
It looks like
and
a
pathway.
finely sewn tapestry. That's what Joe Walsh said.
Oh, very well done.
Yeah.
Quoting the Eagles even.
Wow,
Okay.
this good one.
It's good. It's getting deep.
Can I get some of that trail mix?
All
What's
of
in
that trail mix
What's in that
stuff.
trail
I don't
mix,
know.
man?
Oh, man.
It's like
Okay.
infinite.
Okay, so shout out to all of our fans and friends that are listening in the UK and in Europe because you guys are heading that way.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's called
tour.
if the fourth time is the charm. It's because we've canceled 3 times going over there
Oh, wow.
for
Okay.
various reasons
Okay.
over the years. It's been years now because of the pandemic, and before that, some stuff came up. So we're very excited to go over there because it's always really fun for us to travel like that, and we've found it to be very rewarding experience to continue to go over there.
So you're hitting up Norway, Sweden, Germany, and the UK. All of the people that are listening.
And
the
Amsterdam.
Netherlands.
Oh, you're doing
and
the
finishing
Netherlands,
in
too.
Amsterdam, yeah.
Wow.
It's gonna
It's gonna
be
be great.
the schedule is gonna be wild. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like going through customs like every day, playing a show the same day. So I mean, it's gonna be a drain, but it'll be really
Great.
fun.
Yeah.
And I can't
Yes.
wait to drink a Guinness, ice cold Guinness. Or the beer just kind of hits
different.
differently. It hits different.
And all the things. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks.
Congrats
Thanks for
on the
having
new
us.
album.
Yeah.
Love
Thanks for
seeing
coming
you.
by.
Hey,
Yeah.
congrats on your guys' show. Thanks for having us. This is an
Thanks.
awesome studio, and we'll have to do a podcast swap.
We can
Let's
do
do
that.
it.
We can do that.
You guys,
We're making that happen.
You got to dig up some dirt and find some crazy stories. All right.
Depends on
we
how
have
much
homework.
longer we want to stay in this business, on how much dirt I want to dig
I think
up.
we just
Yeah,
have you guys
that's
on with
true.
Shane McAnally.
Okay.
That'll be like our
can
highest.
do that.
We can do
All
that.
right,
We can get
that's
that done. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, y'all.